Newsflash. For all you people that don't know, I'm going to expose something that I think is truly sad. Fake news, CNN strikes once again. CNN now proves to the entire country they are unpatriotic and un-American. What am I talking about? Ever since President Trump has aired videos, small news clips of CNN anchors downplaying the virus in January and February because they claimed that Trump didn't act early enough and he should have known what was going on. Yet the media was downplaying it. They didn't know what was going on. They were making a joke out of it, saying the flu was worse than the coronavirus. This coronavirus is nothing. We're completely safe. We don't have to worry about it. The whole time they said the president should have been taking it seriously. So Trump was playing these news clips going back a few months early this year where CNN and all their anchors and guests that were on the show were downplaying it, mocking Trump's travel ban and the way Trump was concerned and, oh, the coronavirus we don't have to worry about. This is something CNN does not want their viewers to see. They conveniently forgot the way they downplayed all this. Well, ever since Trump played these video clips exposing CNN as the biased, bullshit, fake news media that they are, from that day forth, and still today, CNN, ladies and gentlemen, again, for all those out there in America that don't know, has missed most of the White House briefing ever since. Most of the briefings they do not air now. They completely skip the entire opening statements from President Trump and Vice President Pence on purpose. That's not even on the air now. They are not filming. They're in the studio doing other things, talking about their normal lies and fake news bullshit. They wait until Trump's done, Vice President's done speaking, and one of the doctors comes up to finally talk. Then all of a sudden, the CNN cameras start rolling. That's when they break into the White House briefing. They purposely cut off the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief. Whether you like him or not, that's what he is. That's what America stands on. Our Commander-in-Chief, the President of the United States, highest office of the land, and they refuse to roll their cameras in the briefing as long as Trump or his VP is speaking. Completely editing the White House briefing. Their cameras do not cut into the briefing and start rolling until Trump and Pence are done talking. Or some days they don't even cut into the briefing and start rolling cameras until the Q&A session. That's all they film. They miss everything else. One day I was tuning into CNN and they said, oh, well, they still don't have answers to these tests. We need answers how all this is going to work. And they were mentioning things about the tests that they needed answers for. They were confused on how is this going to work? How is that going to work? And they were just doing the usual mocking, bashing, attacking, and blaming. While they were doing this, at the same time, the briefing was on, and the doctors had just gone over everything that CNN was allegedly saying they need answers for. They're confused about and attacking everybody under the sun and blaming again and pointing fingers and throwing pot shots at Trump and everybody else. They had just got done, this is funny, they had just got done explaining all of that in detail. If CNN had their fucking cameras rolling during the White House briefing, they would have got all their damned answers. But at the same time the doctors were explaining all this, they weren't rolling their cameras because they don't like Trump. While the briefing was going on, while the explaining was going on about all this stuff, CNN did not have their cameras rolling and was in the studio talking their usual bullshit to their usual bullshitters, their guests that were on the show. If they had their damn cameras rolling, they would have known all the damn answers. That's what I thought was hilarious. The briefing was on explaining the same thing that at the same exact time CNN was on the other channel saying they were confused about and blaming the White House because they're not giving any answers on, when other news channels that were airing the briefing were getting all the fucking answers and explanations because they're not afraid to have the fucking cameras rolling during the briefing. So not only are CNN viewers missing out on all these answers and explanations during the coronavirus daily updates, but they're continuing to be loyal to an anti-American, anti-presidential news network that does not want to air it as long as Trump is up there talking, because they're so damned afraid that Trump's going to say something or show something that their viewers will finally wake up to reality. They're so afraid that Trump might show something, say something, or show a video clip of something that they don't want their viewers to see. Because the only side of the story that matters is CNN. In CNN's view, is CNN's side. The only opinion that matters is CNN's opinion. The only video clips they want you to see are CNN's video clips, the ones that CNN anchors show, the ones they want you to see. So CNN is far, far removed from facts first. How can you say facts first when you're so fucking terrified of airing the White House briefing, missing out on all kinds of facts, missing out on all kinds of answers, missing out on all kinds of thorough explanations because you don't want to roll your fucking cameras? That's not facts first. That's trying to hide from the fucking facts. Hello, wake the fuck up. Why does anybody watch this fucking network? Why? Why? God, why? Why do you people watch this network? If anyone is listening to me right now and they love CNN and they watch CNN, why? 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 They refuse to show the White House briefing, so you're missing out on all kinds of facts and updates and information and explanations. They're afraid to get the president's word because he might say something that they don't like and they don't want their viewers to know because it's a one-sided issue with them and they don't want you to have Trump's side, God forbid. So you're missing out on most of the briefings on a daily basis. So why? Why would you be loyal to an anti-American, anti-presidential network like this? I find it pathetic that in this United States of America, CNN refuses to air the President of the United States and only cuts in during Q&A or part of when the doctors are speaking, and that's it. So people are only getting about 30 or 40% of the briefing. So there's a whole lot of shit they're missing out on. It's pretty bad because there's a lot of other networks that are not for Trump. They're pretty anti-Trump. MSNBC, C-SPAN, and others. Every one of them are airing the entirety of the White House briefing from beginning to end. Every single day. The only network that has their cameras off and will not show most of the briefing every day, only one network is doing this. CNN. If you keep doing this, CNN, you are going to alienate everybody, including your most loyal suck-ups that love fake news and bullshit and one-sided last-rate reporting. You're going to even alienate them. Not only are you fake news and bullshit, but you have become anti-American on top of it, refusing to air our commander-in-chief, our president. Shame, shame, shame on you, CNN.